The Phantom Ship. In the early 1800s, a merchant vessel named the Flying Dutchman set sail from Amsterdam, carrying a precious cargo of goods and a crew eager for adventure. As it passed through the Bermuda Triangle, a fierce storm engulfed the ship, and it vanished without a trace. Over the years, sailors claimed to see the eerie silhouette of the Flying Dutchman sailing through the mist, a haunting reminder of the Bermuda Triangle's mysterious allure. The ghostly siren's call. In the 1950s, a lone sailor set out on a solo adventure across the Bermuda Triangle. As he sailed through the tranquil waters, he heard an enchanting melody that seemed to beckon him toward a mysterious island that was not on any map. Entranced by the haunting siren's call, he followed the song's ethereal notes, unaware of the perilous dangers ahead. Suddenly, a thick fog engulfed his boat, and he found himself stranded on an unknown island. The island seemed to be deserted, except for the echoes of the haunting melody that lingered in the air. The sailor soon realized that he was trapped in a ghostly world, and he had to find a way to escape the siren's call before it consumed him entirely. The Vanishing Flotilla. In 1965, a flotilla of naval vessels from different nations set sail together for a joint military exercise near the Bermuda Triangle. As they entered the region, all communication systems aboard the ships went dead, and they lost contact with their respective headquarters. The flotilla sailed into a massive storm, and the ships were separated in the chaos. When the storm subsided, the vessels found themselves scattered across the ocean, disoriented and unable to regroup. As they tried to navigate back to safety, one by one, the ships started to vanish, leaving no trace behind. The incident sparked international concern and led to a collaborative effort to uncover the truth behind the Bermuda Triangle's enigmatic nature. The Lost Aviator. In the 1940s, a daring aviator named Amelia set out to make history by flying solo across the Bermuda Triangle. As she soared through the skies, she marveled at the breathtaking views below. However, as she entered the heart of the Bermuda Triangle, her compass started to spin erratically, and her radio signals faltered. Determined to continue her journey, she pressed on, only to find herself engulfed in an otherworldly fog. As the fog cleared, she discovered that she had been transported to a different era, where she encountered ancient civilizations and strange creatures. Lost in time, Amelia had to find a way to navigate through the time portals of the Bermuda Triangle and make her way back to her own time before she became a permanent resident of the enigmatic region. The Haunted Shipwreck. In 1920, a luxury liner named the Empress of the Seas set sail through the Bermuda Triangle, carrying wealthy passengers and a crew ready for a lavish voyage. Midway through their journey, a sudden storm appeared on the horizon, and the ship was swallowed by towering waves. The passengers and crew fought valiantly to survive, but the ship eventually succumbed to the relentless sea. In the years that followed, rumors spread of a ghostly shipwreck that appeared on stormy nights, carrying the souls of the lost passengers and crew. Those who claimed to have seen the haunting apparition described the eerie sight of ghostly figures wandering the decks, forever trapped in the watery grave of the Bermuda Triangle. The Time-Traveling Lighthouse. In the 19th century, a lighthouse keeper stationed at a remote lighthouse on an island within the Bermuda Triangle stumbled upon an astonishing discovery. One stormy night, he noticed a strange light shining from the top of the lighthouse. Intrigued, he climbed the tower to investigate, only to find himself transported through time to a different era. He was surrounded by unfamiliar technology and people dressed in clothes from another century. Confused and frightened, he managed to find his way back to the lighthouse, only to discover that every time he climbed to the top, he was transported to a different time in history. He became a time-traveling lighthouse keeper, witnessing various moments from the past and future while remaining stuck in his own time. The Vanished Island. In the early 20th century, a group of explorers set out on a daring expedition to explore a mysterious island rumored to be hidden within the Bermuda Triangle. As they sailed through the region, they spotted an uncharted island on the horizon. Excited, they navigated their way to the island, but as they approached, it started to vanish before their eyes, sinking back into the depths of the sea. Undeterred, they continued their search for the elusive island, only to encounter the same phenomenon over and over again. The island seemed to taunt them, appearing and disappearing at will, like a mirage in the vast ocean. The explorers were left puzzled and haunted by the enigmatic vanishing island of the Bermuda Triangle. The Time-Lost Crew. In the 1950s, a small fishing vessel named the Starlight embarked on a routine fishing trip within the Bermuda Triangle. As it sailed through the region, the crew experienced a sudden electrical storm that engulfed the ship. When the storm subsided, they discovered that they had been transported several decades into the future. The crew found themselves surrounded by unfamiliar technology and a futuristic cityscape. Confused and frightened, they desperately sought a way back to their own time. With the help of a sympathetic scientist, they managed to build a device to return them to their era. However, as they sailed back into the Bermuda Triangle, they encountered another storm, and the ship vanished once again, leaving behind a mystery that continues to baffle scientists and historians to this day. The Guardians of the Triangle. In ancient times, a powerful civilization thrived within the Bermuda Triangle, possessing advanced knowledge and technology far ahead of its time. They were known as the Guardians of the Triangle, protectors of the mysterious region. Legend has it that the Guardians possessed the ability to control the elements and bend time and space to their will. They used their powers to shield the Bermuda Triangle from intruders and maintain the region's enigmatic nature. Over the centuries, they disappeared from human memory, leaving behind only myths and tales of their extraordinary powers. Some believe that the Guardians still watch over the Bermuda Triangle, guarding its secrets and ensuring that its mysteries remain shrouded in the mists of time. The haunting of Flight 411. In the early 1970s, Flight 411, a commercial airliner, took off from Miami International Airport on a routine flight to the Caribbean. The plane was carrying 124 passengers, including families on vacation and business travelers. Little did they know that they were about to embark on a journey into the heart of the Bermuda Triangle. As the flight approached the Bermuda Triangle, passengers and crew members reported strange occurrences inside the cabin. The lights flickered, and the aircraft's communication systems faltered, leaving them unable to contact air traffic control. A chilling silence enveloped the plane as it crossed the invisible boundary into the enigmatic region. Suddenly, the plane's radar systems detected an unidentified object approaching them from the clouds. The object moved at incredible speeds and seemed to vanish and reappear at will. Panic spread throughout the cabin as passengers caught glimpses of the mysterious craft outside their windows. The crew desperately tried to steer the aircraft away from the unknown object, but their efforts were in vain. Within moments, Flight 411 vanished from radar screens, leaving no trace of its whereabouts. Years later, a fisherman claimed to have found a tattered suitcase floating in the Atlantic Ocean, with the Flight 411 logo still visible. However, the suitcase contained no identifying information, and its discovery only deepened the mystery of what truly happened to the ill-fated flight.